Okay, here's that gauge I was talking about before to determine the pitch. I couldn't find it. I had to do some digging around and see where I laid it last. That's how you determine the pitch. It's a handy little gauge, and there's all sorts of them here. It'd be a pretty coarse gear there. It's a handy little tool to figure out what pitch of gear you've got. Okay, to start my next cut, I just finished one. I'm going to release the lock on the spindle here. I'm going to back this little stop out. And I'm going to look around here and advance this 2 teeth. Tighten that down so the gear can't move, and I'll also tighten this set screw. It's kind of hard to see in there, but I've marked every other tooth. Tighten that set screw down. Now I've got this indicator set, so I'm going to lower the table down. I don't know if you can see the indicator move or not. There's 0. That'll just touch off on the outside diameter of the blank. I'm going to double check my mark here again. Yep, looks okay. We'll start the machine up. I'm just manually feeding this. It's got an automatic feed here, but it's just such a short distance, I'm just feeding it manually. Here we go. Now you can see I wasn't cutting anything. It looks like I might have skipped a tooth here. I'm going to back this up to my previous mark just to double check. Because you make one mistake cutting a gear, you have to start all over again. It would be better if I had a 30 tooth gear here. But I don't have one. Yeah, that looks okay. I was all right, but I'm just double checking myself. Okay, I'm going to take about a 30 thousandths cut, so I'm going to raise the table up 30 thousandths, 10, 20, 30, and make a cut. We'll raise it up another 30 thousandths. Now when I get towards the bottom of the cut, I'll reduce the feed down to 10 thousandths of an inch. I'll move the camera around so you can see how it's cutting on the other side. I'm only cutting in one direction. This is a lightweight machine, so I'm not climb milling. We'll raise it up another 30 thousandths. This is called conventional milling, where you feed the work into the cutter rather than the cutter climbing up on top of the work. That's all there is to it. You can see the finished teeth here. We've got a long ways to go. This is a slow process. I could use the dials on the knee lift. They're in increments of 1/1000th of an inch, but I found that using a dial indicator on the table is more accurate, and you don't have to worry about any backlash that way. We're going to continue to cut the rest of these teeth. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment.